We often think our purpose is something we have to figure out, a perfect mission statement, a big goal, a career path. But the truth is your why is not a sentence. It's not even a goal. Your why is a feeling. It's that inner frequency that makes you feel alive. The moment you confuse it with something outside of you, you disconnect from it. Think about this: what is the feeling you're truly chasing when you imagine your dream life? Is it peace, freedom, impact, joy? Whatever that core emotion is, that is your why. Goals will change. Careers will evolve. Even dreams will be rewritten. But the energy behind them, that driving force inside your heart, stays the same. Most people get lost because they build their lives around external outcomes, not internal alignment. But the real shift happens when you stop asking "what should I do?" and start asking "how do I want to feel?" That question changes everything. It brings you back to the truth, your truth. So take a moment, pause, close your eyes, breathe slowly, and ask yourself, what do I want to feel every single day when I wake up? That answer is your internal compass. It's what you reconnect with every time you get distracted. This practice doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Your why lives inside you. And the more you return to it again and again, the clearer your path becomes. Don't chase it, remember it. Every day, you can know exactly what you want and still drift away from it. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. Distraction isn't a lack of desire. It's a response to inner resistance. Your mind will always seek the familiar, even when the familiar hurts, because what is familiar feels safe. From a neurological perspective, your brain is wired to avoid discomfort and pursue instant gratification. That means when your goals require emotional effort, the brain searches for a quick escape: social media, overthinking, doubt. Not because your vision is wrong, but because your nervous system doesn't yet feel safe with change. And deeper than biology, there's something spiritual here. Every time you get close to growth, your ego gets loud. It whispers distractions like you're not ready, or this isn't working. But here's the truth: the moment you feel resistance is usually the moment right before transformation. Distraction often shows up as a test. So how do you break that loop? You don't fight the distraction. You witness it. You pause. You return to your why, not with pressure, but with compassion. You say to yourself, I see what's happening. I'm coming back. Every return becomes an act of spiritual power. Every return strengthens your alignment. Distraction is not failure. It's a reminder. The universe isn't testing your strength, it's calling your presence. And every time you answer that call, you get closer to who you really are. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for motivation. But clarity and focus are not emotions, they're practices. And the more you practice them, the more natural they become. You don't need a miracle. You need a rhythm, a sacred, daily rhythm that reminds your mind and your soul where you're going. Start your day with something simple but intentional. Before you touch your phone, take 3 conscious breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and ask yourself what matters most today. This isn't about pressure. It's about presence. That moment of connection sets your frequency for the entire day. Then, write down one sentence: this is why today matters. It could be for a healing, for growth, for someone you love. The point is, anchor your day in meaning. You're not just surviving the hours, you're moving with direction. And throughout the day, bring your why back to your body. Close your eyes for 20 seconds. Feel the emotion of your purpose, not just the thought of it. The body stores memory. The more often you bring the feeling into your physical state, the easier it becomes to stay aligned. These rituals aren't about perfection. They're about repetition. Every day you reconnect, even if only for a minute, you're rewiring your focus, deepening your awareness, and walking your path with more intention. Your transformation lives in your frequency, and frequency lives in your habits. Falling off track doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're in a cycle of growth. Even the most aligned people have moments of doubt, fatigue, and confusion. The key is not to avoid those moments, but to learn how to move through them. With grace, most people waste energy trying to resist the fall. They judge themselves, overthink, and delay the return. But what if the fall itself was part of the plan? What if the moment you feel lost is actually your soul creating space for an upgrade? Every detour carries a lesson. Every pause contains a message. The comeback begins the moment you notice you've drifted. That awareness is power. Don't wait to feel inspired. Don't wait to be perfect. Just take the next right step, no matter how small. Maybe it's a breath, a journal entry, a walk in silence. These micro actions realign your energy. And here's something most people forget: every time you return, you come back stronger. You return with more wisdom, more clarity, more compassion for yourself and others. The spiritual path isn't a straight line, it's a spiral. And every spiral upward begins with a pause. So the next time you lose focus, don't panic, smile, breathe, and say to yourself, "I'm back." That simple phrase is one of the most powerful declarations of personal transformation. Everything in the universe responds to frequency. Every thought, emotion, and intention you hold is a signal, and that signal doesn't just float. It interacts with the quantum field, shaping outcomes before they even happen. This is not just science, this is spiritual law. When you hold your WHY as a living frequency for a fleeting idea, you start collapsing waves into reality. The quantum field responds not to your wishes, but to your consistency, to your emotional alignment, to your embodiment of the version of you who already lives that truth. That's why it's not enough to know your goals intellectually. You must feel them, speak them, walk with them daily. Your focus becomes a magnet, your actions become a portal. Your being becomes the broadcast. So ask yourself, what energy am I transmitting right now? If it's confusion, breathe and recalibrate. If it's clarity, expand it. That's how you shift timelines. That's how you move from thought to experience. Remember, your reality is not created in the future. It's anchored now in the thoughts you think, the energy you hold, and the choices you repeat. The universe is not delaying your manifestation. It's simply waiting for your alignment. If this message reminded you of your truth, share it. Drop a comment below with just one word, your WHY. Let's fill this space with intention and maybe help someone else remember too. And if you're ready for more content like this, hit subscribe. I'll be here every week walking this path with you. So many people are searching for purpose, discipline, and focus, believing they're somewhere out there. But the truth is, your purpose is already inside you. Your focus is a practice, and your comeback is a choice. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to remember. Every time you return to your WHY, even after distraction, even after doubt, you're stepping back into alignment. And that's the real path. Not a perfect path, a present one. You were never lost. You were being recalibrated. And now you're ready.